All right, we do want to take you to Upper Hill, where the National Cohesion and Integration Kenya is holding a press conference. So we will be listening in to that.
And informal settlements.
To determine how much Kenya has lost economically because of thousands of Kenyans who are following these impromptu rallies. This early campaign, of course, they say is not early campaign. They are simply meeting the people, etc., etc. But this is not healthy for the country. Number 12, there is lack of issue-based politics and agenda that unites Kenyans around ideas and not tribes. Our observation is that a little earlier on, there was an attempt to deal with the issues, and of course, there were promises, etc. But of late, we have seen politicians going personal. This is very dangerous, and it should not be allowed. We want to encourage politicians to stay with the issues, with the ideologies, etc., but not to go personal. Then the hustler versus dynasty narrative, which is causing class friction and fear, is nothing new, because we as NCIC warned quite early on when the issue of dynasty versus hustler versus dynasty came up. And then finally, we do have the amendments of elections and political party legislation that have triggered suspicion and mistrust of institutions. Now, we wanted to mention these risk factors because unless they are dealt with, we are likely to see them becoming triggers of violence. Now, one of the problems that we have in the country is the lack of trust. In our roadmap to elections bila norma, among the issues that have been identified is the trust deficit, community versus community, people versus the state, and especially mistrust of institutions. It is when you don't trust an institution, an example is IEBC, if you don't trust it, then you will not trust the results that they come up with. This trust deficit must be taken up very seriously, and I wanted to end with us and say that as part of our roadmap to elections bila norma, this is one area alongside with hate speech that we wanted to help the country to deal with in order to avoid election-related violence and really go as we prepare for elections. This we have a peaceful preparation, a peaceful voting, polling day, and a peaceful Kenya after the elections. This is our commitment as NCIC, and this is what we wanted to invite Kenyans to participate in, and invite the media to help us in communicating such messages to the Kenyan people. Thank you very much for listening to us, and we wanted to welcome one or two questions. Otherwise, this is the launch that we have done for the state of peace and the political decency in the run-up to August 9, 2022 elections. Thank you very much for listening to us.